I'm excited. I really am. I thank Val and Carrie and Visit Tallahassee for really giving FSU and myself this opportunity to have this conversation. We need to have more of it. I do believe that one person can make a difference. In my space as the director of the Civil Rights Institute, my core passion is to paint, and I find purpose with my passion. And so I decided to sit still and tell the story about activists throughout the state of Florida. And I'm just at the very beginning of this story and this narrative. Each of these 18 portraits are specific to Tallahassee and Leon County. I want to say I sat still and probably did 10 additional paintings. When Val said, you know, this is the bicentennial for Tallahassee and Leon County. And so I wanted this to resonate with the folks who came here in this space. I also wanted the underlying message is whatever your passion is, be purpose about it. And think about how you're going to impact and improve people's lives with your passion. And I imagine this exhibition will travel through the other 12 universities within the state system in partnership with the Florida Humanities, Florida Historical Society, and have the kind of legs that's needed and necessary, that we share our stories collectively, that we heal and we move forward. And I tell you, you know, I have been blessed in my endeavor with my art. During COVID, I went back to school, got my master's in museum studies. I ran a museum at Southern University. This opportunity came, and I didn't hesitate because I thought it was needed that we use the advocacy around culture, the advocacy around art and history. You said, well, why did you pick this project? The thought was that these individuals have real stories. So it's primary source-driven evidence. You cannot refute that. And you know, what else you want to do with this, Ted? Well, I was telling John, one of the big things that happened, I found out that Florida Humanities had already had the Florida Civil Rights Hall of Fame, that they had already shared these stories and narrative. And so I just wanted to keep that alive and build that and build partnership. I spent a lot of time at the Riley House with Ms. Elton's Barnes and what she has been doing in that space. And I tell you, it's quite exceptional with telling our stories here in Tallahassee and abroad. And the coalition that she has with close to about 32 African American culture centers throughout the state of Florida that's a model for the rest of the institution. The other side of that, which you guys don't know, I work at the federal level. I'm the chair of the Federal 400 Commission. It's probably the most important federal commission since the Freedmen's Bureau Commission of 1865. And we're under the oversight of the National Park Service, Department of Interior, report directly to the executive branch of government. But we're responsible for programming in 50 contiguous states. And so that legislation under Public Law -115-102 simply says 20 or so enslaved Africans arrived point comfort from the arc of 1619, over 40 to 50 million African Americans here in the United States. What is that story? What is that conversation as it relates to the importance of American history in that space? So for 30 years, I've been unapologetically telling that story about our culture and our history in that space. Now I have an institution that has given me the opportunity to expand that conversation. Florida University is a $500 million asset institution that is authentic and legitimate in its engagement. And so we have a resource, a collective resource with the Civil Rights Institute. And when I mentioned Mark Schlackman and the county, the Leon County and city of Tallahassee with the United Declaration of Human Rights, that effort was done with a resolution by the county. So you're talking about advancing the importance of human rights. Civil rights is a subcomponent of human rights. Civil rights is under the guidance and leadership of that county, that state, or that governance of that country. Human rights are for the inalienable rights. And so with Mark having that opportunity to not only work with the county, but also with the mayor, with the International Human Rights Treaty, speaks volumes to where we're moving forward when we talk about 200 years and beyond. And so I'm happy to be part of this community. I'm happy to partner and build collaboration that we can move it forward. But this is my end time. I'll be here for the entire time, and we can finish having this conversation. Thank you.